Hello, I am Husky Light and welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. First of all, thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your Google Pluses. It all means so much to me. Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. Quick introduction really. I've been on YouTube since December, something like that, and I think every month it's taken me a little bit of time to decide on my style of doing things, how I want to do things, and getting into a rhythm with it. And after doing last month's stars and doing a little introduction at the beginning, I'm sort of thinking I quite like doing this, and I quite prefer to do it this way and then go into the stars and tell you a little bit about the astrology, not a lot because I'm not an astrologist, but just say a little bit about it and what's going on and a little catch up, and we can go into the stars then. Plus I've got you as a captive audience. If you don't like it, you have to physically skip this bit to get to your stars. Sorry. So to start off with, I hope you all had a great April. We have got in May, we've got no more solar eclipses, no more lunar eclipses, thank goodness, until September. Is the next partial solar eclipse, I think. So until then, we've got no more of that. So I think May in general may be a little bit quieter than April was. There was a lot of changes in April due to the eclipses. Even if you physically didn't have changes to go through, I think a lot of us internally had changes. I think a lot of us internally had different ways of looking at things. I think our perspectives changed in a lot of ways. Our feelings changed, our situations changed. And yeah, on an internal basis, even if it wasn't seen on a physical, external basis, I think a lot of things did change, and a lot of things are still changing and still in the process of changing. So, let me get my notes. This month we've got our full moon on May the 4th. Now, I am not an astrologist. I will talk about the full moon and the new moon simply because I love the law of attraction. I love to manifest things. I'm a co-creator. So what I will do is talk about when those are. And so May the 4th is our full moon, which is great. So hopefully things that we've put into, set our intentions with the new moon in April will start to come to the fore for this full moon. Now, if you set new intentions in April and they haven't come through yet and they haven't happened yet, don't give up. Don't go, oh God, it didn't work, I'm not bothering with that again this month. Do it again. Do it every month. This is not a fly-by-night, I'm going to try it for 10 minutes and if it doesn't work, that's it. Law of attraction, manifestation, co-creation is all about you being positive and wanting the things that you want and thinking about the things that you want and putting the right intentions behind them. So if it doesn't, if you can't see it coming through this month, try it again. It might be that you've got some sort of deep internal block that is stopping it coming through. It might be some huge thing that you want to manifest, like a new house or a car, or and you think you can't do it because it's just too big and it's going to take longer. Well, set your intentions again on the new moon this month. Now, your next new moon is on the 18th of May, so that is the day that you want to put 20-30 minutes aside and just do your new intentions. And if you want to make them the same as last month, the intentions that you set out last month, because they all haven't come through yet and you still want them and you still desire them, go for it, put them down again. The 17-second rule, you think about it every day for at least 17 seconds to get the ball rolling, to get the momentum going and to get you wanting it and for it to manifest. So don't give up after 1 month, please don't. What else is happening during this month? We've got Mercury going into retrograde actually on the 18th, which is also our new moon, and it's going to stay retrograde until June the 11th. We know that when Mercury goes retrograde, it starts to bring up old emotions, situations. We start going backwards, which is a real pain at times. But this month, if it starts to bring up emotions that we've tried to hide, old stuff that starts bubbling up to the surface again this month, deal with it. Deal with it so we can get rid of it for good this time. If it's bubbling up again, it's something that we need to deal with. It gives us a great opportunity actually to feel the feelings that are coming up, to feel the fear around these emotions that might be coming up. And you're thinking, why am I feeling this again? I thought I got rid of it. Try and get to the root of it. Try and find out exactly why you're feeling it again. Get it sorted, get it fixed, get rid of it. And this is what Mercury retrograde does, and this is why it likes to come up every so often, even though we don't like it coming up that often. It'll be a lot of buried things that we've tried to bury, but you know what happens. They always come back up to haunt us if we try and hide them. So that's that. What else? Not a lot else really. Regarding that, we've got the full moon on the 4th, so things from last month hopefully should manifest. New moon is when you set your intentions again on the 18th. Now, setting intentions, and I'm not going to go into much into spells and stuff at this time, but law of attraction, setting your intentions and everything is almost the same as making a spell, producing a spell, a magic spell. It's just that when you use a spell, you are using props, you're using candles and incense and things like that, and a parchment paper, wax, all that sort of thing. And what you're doing is you're basically doing the same thing as setting your intentions up, but you're putting it into a spell, so you're using props for it. So in a way, it might actually help some of you to manifest something. It might help some of you produce something because you're using props, so you make it stronger and you make your intention stronger by doing it as a spell as opposed to setting your intentions and doing it as the law of attraction. So they are very, very similar, and some of you might go, oh, I don't like spells and that's not good, I'm not getting involved in that, but in a way it is just a different way of manifesting things. So for some of you, if you're not having much luck in setting your intentions and writing them down, then maybe a simple spell on the new moon, who knows. But anyway, that's something else different to go into. So I've done my astrology bit, I've talked about the new moons, I've talked about Mercury in retrograde, and I'm going to jump into your stars for May 2015. If you would like a personal in-depth reading from me, it would be so wonderful for you. It's very in-depth, it's very good. There's different ways of doing it. You can get a one question, you can get a diamond spread, you can get a full reading. If you go off to my website and have a quick look on there, if you want to email me, it's info@huskylight.com. My website is huskylight.com. Have a look at the readings and gifts page. I've also started doing dream reports as well. I've decided to start pulling in my resources from all my years of experience and all my years of being esoteric, and my stars and my spells and my dream, things that I've done for absolute years as a hobby, or slightly more as a hobby, and concentrated on quite well over the years, that I know sort of backwards and inside out and upside down. So I'm starting to pull them all in a little bit now, and get them up. So if you'd like to go and have a look at the website, go and pick yourself a reading. It doesn't have to be one of the expensive ones. We've got the full readings right down to the cheaper ones for just one question. And I say I've also got the dream reports as well. Dreams are really, really important. They're a really good way for your angels to get through to you. They're trying to get a message through to you and you don't understand what they're saying. They will keep knocking until you get it. So maybe if you've got something like that going on, drop me a line, and I'll help you out with that and get a full report together for you. Right, thank you very much for listening to me go on and on and on. And it's time for your stars. Okay, so take care. Namaste. Hi Leo, let's get straight into your cards for May 2015. And we're starting off with the King of Cups. Now, when I see the King of Cups, it usually speaks of somebody who is balanced, both male and feminine energy. Somebody who's got those qualities. And I usually see it as a separate person from yourself. So I feel for a lot of you this month, during the month of May, you will have this person appear in your life, or you already know them. He's very, very kind, loving, really beautiful man. He's usually got hair on the lighter end, but he's very balanced. As I say, he's got the male and the female balanced within him. So he's a really, really nice person. And when this card appears, know that your angels are supporting you, that the universe is supporting you in ways that you can see, and also in ways that you can't see. There's things going on behind the scenes that you don't know about yet. King of Cups is all about kindness and compassion. There's just true love around this person and around you, or whatever situation this could be in when this card appears. If it's in a work context, don't hesitate to ask for support if you need it at work, if things are getting a little bit much for you. You are really, really appreciated at work and respected. And I feel that you're more liked and respected more than you know in the workplace, more than you actually think. So don't wonder about how others feel about you, because believe me, they just love you. You're brilliant. If it's in regard to love, I think again it could for quite a few of you, Leos, signal somebody coming into your life with hair on the fairer side, and again they've got this beautiful energy around them. They're kind, they're compassionate, they're just such a lovely, lovely person, and it could be that you're going to meet them this month, and love is heading your way very, very soon. When this card comes up, it's such a nice card regarding love for you. And if you're in a committed relationship, it's a balanced, it's saying that it's quite a balanced time for you. Now it's beautiful because it's the King of Cups. Financially, because his emotions, we need to sort of look at that. Don't avoid realities of financial situations at the moment, but don't worry either. And it's saying that you can be compassionate and kind and loving no matter how bad or tight your financial situation may be at the moment. Get a box together, take it to charity, share with others. Even if you're just giving up some of your time for others, I feel that if you gave up your time for somebody to talk to them so they could share their problems with you, so you could just listen to them, you know, that is a really, really nice way of sharing and of being charitable. It doesn't have to be right down to money. Being kind and compassionate is all about feeling abundance in the end, and it can also open yourself up to more abundance and prosperity coming in when you act in that way, when you act in a loving way. Look after your body. I'm being told this month, trust in how your body feels, trust in what your body's telling you. You know, if your body's telling you that you need more water, get more water down you. If it's telling you you're not right, if you don't feel like you're eating the right things, have a look at what you need to eat, have a look what vitamins you maybe are missing out on at the moment, but listen to your body. Now we've also got the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is quite fiery. card, really. Can you see the gold mask, the headdress on it? A lot of fire energy, a lot of passion. Quite a different card from the King of Cups. So when this card comes up, it usually means there could be some travel involved for some of you, and you're going to feel full of energy, ready to get things done, and your self-confidence is going to be up. It's going to be a lot higher than it usually is, or it's increasing, and that will help you towards your goals, because I feel that for some of you lately, self-confidence might have been a little bit of a problem. Because it's a Knight, I usually take it that there is a message coming in for you. They are positive, especially if it's in relation to work. Things that you've been working on are more successful than you would have expected them to be, than you would have predicted, and you're going to get a message during May about that. So feel really, really proud of yourself. Also, if you're looking for a job, you're likely to find one very soon. When the Knight of Wands appears, it's a really favourable card for finding work. It could be that if you're looking for love at the moment, you could actually meet somebody through work. And if you're in a committed relationship, just make sure that you are very clear about what you say to each other, that your communication is clear, because it is all about messages and communication. Yeah, so just make sure that your messages to each other are sort of clear, and you understand what they're saying just as much as they understand what you're saying. I feel for some of you, there's going to be a little bit of a different situation. Remember that this is a general reading, and some of the stuff will resonate with you, some of it won't. Remember to watch your rising sign, your moon sign, if this doesn't resonate, because it may be just for this month that one or the other will instead. I feel that some of you are going to be feeling trapped within a job, maybe trapped within a romantic situation, or a long-term romantic situation. But actually you're not trapped, it's your illusion, it's your thoughts that are making you trapped. And you're not trapped at all. You can be free at any time you want, but it's your thoughts that are trapping you, that are making you think that there isn't any options when there's so many options to choose from. With it being the Devil card as well, just be aware of having a pity party at some point during May, feeling sorry for yourself, maybe drinking a bit too much or smoking a bit too much, you know, something that Devil would do. Just be careful of that and just be aware of that. I feel for some of you, you may have a couple of moments during the month where you do feel that this is something you might just want to go and do. I think financially there's going to be some sort of situation during the month that you may resent. Try and deal with it calmly and rationally and take one step at a time. And ask for help. Some of you may be perfectly all right in May, and that's brilliant, but for some of you, you're going to be feeling it the opposite side. Excuse me. You need to try not to worry though. It's a temporary thing. It's not something that is going to last long. You need to stay really, really positive and maybe do positive affirmations at the moment, and surround yourself with really positive people, or as many positive people as you can. Right, we've got the Five of Swords and we've got that in the reverse position. Who is it you are trying to prove you're right to? because it's a complete waste of time. I feel for some of you that you really just want to fight and fight till the end, just to prove a point, just to prove that you are right. And it's not worth fighting over. You don't need to fight anymore. There's absolutely no point for some of you to just to prove this point, to be right. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? And I think most of us want to be happy. So I think at some point during the month you might have to step away from an argument. You might have to remember this bit of your stars for this month and think, I'm going to step away. I am not going to argue. It doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong, what's up, what's down. It really doesn't matter. You don't want to escalate any conflicts, especially in work. I feel especially at work there may be some arguments, some conflicts going on, and if you are not careful, if you don't accept the situation as it is, it could escalate. I wouldn't say to out of control, but it would escalate to more than it needs to very, very, very raised voices. Although I think for some of you in a work situation, it's going to be raised voices and arguments, and don't bother about it. I think for some other Leos though, you may hear of or see something, either something dodgy, maybe illegal, maybe slightly immoral, that's happening. If this is the case, don't get involved, don't let on that you know. Tell somebody in authority quietly, anonymously. Do not try and solve anything on your own. This is too big. For those of you who come across this problem in the workplace, it won't be all of you, just some of you. For those of you who come across this problem, it's too big for you to try and sort out on your own. Don't even bother to try it. You can't do it. You need to report it to somebody. And if it's regarding a love relationship, going back to do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I don't think anyone's doing anything immoral or inappropriate in a love situation. I think that's going to be escalated arguments if you're not careful. So back off from them, go for a walk, do something, have a cup of tea. There's so much importance. There seems to be a lot of importance put on money this month, which is making it even more of it seems for some of you, you're making it even more of a problem because you're concentrating on it. Please don't concentrate on it. Just keep a cool head, look at everything logically, take one step at a time, as mentioned before. I feel that for some of you, you might feel like you're under stress. And the stress is making you aware that you maybe need some relaxation, that you need a break. You can't have everything perfect all of the time, but you insist on trying to. But you wear yourself out and you can't do that. You need to have a break sometimes, and you need to have a little bit of relaxation. You need to nurture yourself, you need to look after yourself. I feel as well for some of you with the Ten of Wands in the reverse position, please make sure that you are completely honest with everybody around you. It might be that somebody is being dishonest in front of you. It might be something to do with this work situation that I mentioned before. You can't just go shouting your mouth off though. You can't just go confronting them. It may be too big for you to handle. You have to be absolutely 100% before confronting anyone. And I don't think it's necessary to confront them. I think you need to take it higher. But I think for a lot of you, this situation, whatever this situation is, it is stressing you out a little bit. It's making you feel tired. It's making you just stretched, overstretched and stressed. And I think you just need to, if you can take a break, for the Leos that this is affecting, take a break, have some relaxation, de-stress, and make sure that you stay around positive people. Again, for some of you, I feel like there's some sort of injustice going on. Don't take it personally. You don't have to put up with it either, but you really don't have to take it personally. If you can't report this, if I keep coming back to this, but if you can't report it, or if you feel that maybe bosses or people higher up, something dodgy, something dodgy is going on that you don't agree with, and so you can't report it, and you can't go to higher authorities. You can't sort of confide in it. It may be time for you to keep quiet and start looking for something else. If that's the case, not for everybody, but for some of you, the spirits are saying keep quiet and look for something else if you cannot take it to the right people, because maybe somehow they're involved in it. If it's a love relationship, be really, really honest with each other. If you've got any doubts or suspicions of anything, you need to be completely honest with each other. Lay your cards out on the table and really get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about it. Don't assume things. Don't make up little stories in your head. This month you have to be absolutely sure. For some of you, it's all you need to do is to sit down and be honest with each other, and it can be sorted out. For a few of you, quite amicably. There might be a few fisticuffs for others, but nothing particularly serious. Again, it's not a great time for money this month for some of you. Not all of you. Some of you will be swimming in it, and it's great. But for some of you, you just need to really keep an eye on it. And I think if you're not careful, for some of you as well, because you're stressed out, it's making you not feel too well, and you really do need to take a break. You have to learn how to look after yourself, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's time for you to look after yourself a little bit more than you do, I think, and love yourself a bit more and nurture yourself a bit more. We've got the Four of Swords reversed as well. So again, it's either you or somebody very close to you, and I tend to think that it's some of you. You feel exhausted, you feel tired. It's not a time to push yourself. Don't risk everything that you've worked so hard for. Don't push yourself, take it easy. I feel for some of you, you feel a bit lonely or isolated. This is not a permanent situation. This is temporary, and you're moving out of it very soon for those of you who find yourself in this position. You need to take one step at a time. There is friendships and relationships coming into your life very soon that you need. That be assured that they are coming towards you. They are coming, they are arriving. They will be with you really soon. Some sort of friendship or relationship, but it will come at very much the right time for you. Again, you need to look after yourself, I'm being told. And if you're looking to meet somebody, if you're sort of ready to meet somebody, have a relationship with somebody, do something different to what you've usually been doing. So if you usually go out and you go down to your local pub and you hope somebody different's going to walk in, don't do that. Maybe go and try online dating, or vice versa. If you do online dating and it's not happening, try doing something different. Try going out into to your local pub, your local community, somewhere different, a day trip out somewhere. Do something different to what you usually do, and will give you a far better chance of meeting somebody. And stop worrying. You could make some major leaps forward health-wise this month. If you have more self-belief in yourself and don't have self-limiting beliefs, put those behind you. You can have major leaps forward in your outlook about your health. But you really do, a lot of you have been pushing yourself too far and too hard. If you think you can't afford to take one day, just one day off work this month, then that is a definite sign to me that you really, really need to. And I want you to tell your boss Husky Light says you're taking the day off because you need a break. Yeah, don't push yourself. Rest as much as you can. Could be that you're in a committed love relationship. For some of you, I feel that it's your partner that may be exhausted, but it's nothing to do with you. It's not your fault. It's not something that you have to be responsible for. Don't take on responsibility or take it personally. They're exhausted for other reasons. Maybe a work situation or a health situation or a finance, but it's not for you to take personally at all. It's not your fault. And if this is the case and it's your partner, then help them to chill, help them to get a bit of rest during the month. But all in all, not too bad a month. I want to know about this King of Cups. If he comes into your life, tell me, because I'm very curious to know who that would be. I want to know all about it and what he's like, and if he does appear and this is your new love for those of you who are single, yeah, let me know below, because that sounds really intriguing. And as I say, just make sure you're looking after yourself and nurturing yourself this month. But namaste. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I love you loads. Look out for my daily angel cards and my weekly readings as well. Namaste, blessings and light. I'll speak to you soon.